Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video, and today I want to talk to you about a topic that is very important actually on the twin flame journey, and this is relaxation, right? In order to create our union, not create, our union is already there, but it's good to have in mind that you are contributing to manifesting this, right? It's your creation, so to speak. You are like the facilitator of this. You're choosing this, right? Nobody is forcing this on you. It's your choice. You want to align with it, right? So in order to align with it, we have to be able to receive the union. That's what is meant with alignment. And alignment really, and receiving, and as you know, most probably, whether you're a man or a woman watching this video, you are the divine feminine energy, probably. Doesn't have to be, but most of you would be in this energy. And the thing with the feminine energy is that the receiving is blocked to some extent, right? So that's our job. This is also like part of what people mean when they say let go, right? But that's easier said than done. We have to know a little bit more what this is all about. And we have to find ways to be in this deep relaxation, because when we are really deeply relaxed, then we are able to receive, right? We don't hold on to anything. We open our hands, we let go of everything. And so we have our hands open to receive from the divine, right? So I want to go a little bit into this in this video, and in the end, or towards the end, I want to share some things in relation to my own healing, like what I've done in relation to relaxation, so maybe you can relate, so you can see how this can be blocked, among others, of course. So yeah, here, this is a small spread to begin with, because, you know, for example, in my case, my ability to receive or to relax has already blocked when I was 4 months in the womb of my mother's womb, right? I was in the womb, and already this was blocked, yeah? So already I came in with tension already. So the question is always, what does this deep relaxation feel like, right? So, and I use those cards here, the soul journey lesson cards, to get a clearer picture of those feelings that that are not so familiar for me because they have been blocked. Yeah, and I ask Spirit for you to show you what relaxation feels like. And here we got peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So I think that's really beautiful. And the friend in our life, of course, this is the divine, right? We receive everything through the divine. This is speaking about our relationship with the divine. And the divine is like a friend, right? Number one friend in our life. So yeah, let's maybe, yeah, that's for you to contemplate, right? And to really see that this is this peaceful feeling, that also you are in this, you feel this peace, as I said in another video, which I will link in the end, that peace is a big indicator. When you feel that peace, you feel at peace, then your union is really around the corner, right? So without feeling at peace and without feeling that peace, you will not achieve your union. This is really, it's critical to be in this receiving place, in this relaxation, as we call it for today's video, right? That's a very tangible thing, right? And sometimes you cannot tell. You know, it shows up, of course, in different layers. We are made up out of different layers. and different levels. We are multidimensional beings, right? But only when we look at our body already, this is present in our body, and so we have tensions going on in various organs, in tissues, in muscles. Yeah, and some of those tensions, we are aware of them, and some of them we do not even recognize. They are so deep and they have been with us forever. And so it sometimes can take some time to get to this deeper relaxation that is meant here in this context, right? Yeah, so let's move on, because I've asked Spirit now. I don't know what I asked. How this is blocked, right? How this relaxation is blocked. And we got those cards, and the relaxation is very often is blocked really because we feel so worthless. We don't know anything about our own worth, right? It's lack consciousness, it's separation consciousness. You see, it's those Five of Pentacles. Usually it's those almost crippled people that are outside in the cold, and you see a cathedral, and inside there is a warm light, probably people gathering, right? They're in the warm. They experience this togetherness, and here you see this person alone, door locked with a key, right? The key is available to this person, but this is a decision, right? Unlock this door. Don't want to have to do anything with God, basically, with the divine, and I don't want to receive, right? I don't want to receive. And then of course what we do is we blame others for this. We blame God, we blame other people, but because we do not know how to be in a place of receiving. And what do we block really? We block our love of self. This is the Hierophant. In this context, it's about loving yourself, about having this friendship with the divine, right? As the other card said, and this beautiful connection with the divine, the spiritual practice. You know, look, he is solo here, right? He is all alone, but still he's full of joy. He does not need anything else but this divine connection to be so joyous and so full of life and so full of worthiness, right? You don't see him here with a lot of material goods or whatever, right? He is receiving whatever he needs. He is very simple. He has a t-shirt and even like no shoes on, but he's full of joy. He knows that he receives everything he needs and everything he desires from the divine. He has this relationship, right? And this is coming with a deeper relaxation. But when we are not relaxed, we are blocking this on some level, right? The love of self is always the love, also love of God, right? But it's split up into different aspects here, right? And here we have the Knight of Pentacles. He's walking bare feet, this young man, right? So he's walking slowly into the unknown. There is a horizon, and you can tell that this feels really good to walk on this grass, to feel the ground. It's maybe a beautiful morning or noon. Yeah, and this is the energy of a young person, a grown-up person, right? That really feels the life is stretching out ahead of him here, and it feels so joyous, and he's full of love of life because he is like imagining all the beautiful things. He has those following him, right? They're not there yet, but it's as if he's like dreaming of all those things coming for him, and he's not in a hurry, right? He loves where he is right now. This is this is love of life, and that's always also critical for us to experience on the journey. We have to be in this place where we love our life and not to depend on our twin flame. When we met our twin flame, then we have been like really full of this source energy, of this life energy, of this joy. And then in most cases, our twin went away, right? We split up. There was a big separation or a small separation going on. And then we all of a sudden we feel all of our shadows coming up. But really what we have to do, we have to return to this beautiful feeling, return to this love of life. And this comes and to create this on our own, right? Not to be dependent on our twin flame. I only feel this when you are around. No, I feel this, and then everything that is a match to it will be in my presence. That's how you do it. And of course, this is a journey to take, right? So beautiful. Be in this, always find out a little bit. It's very often already enough to go in the direction where you feel love of life. So it could be anything, could be really anything. For me, it's swimming somewhere out in nature, in a lake or in the sea, right? Where I can really connect with love of life, among others. So just watch out what it is for you. Where do you feel this love of life? And then spend time there as often as possible, because this already opens you up and puts you in this place of relaxation and being receptive, right? So you don't have to, it doesn't have to be in relation to your twin, because it's maybe loaded with conflict, with things that do not feel so good. So watch out for something that feels good and spend as much time there as possible for you. And here we have the last thing that Spirit wants to show us is love of God, right? The Hanged Man is all about enlightenment, but it's also about feeling stuck, right? It's also about feeling stuck because you're not connected to the divine, because you have blocks here, and you are not, for example, in the early stages of my journey, I was not feeling connected to source so much, because I could feel that always when I intended to fill up with source energy. You know, those exercises where you say, where you ask for the light to come into you to fill you up, right? And I was always blocked. I could not really feel that. And this was because of various blocks that also showed up as tensions in the body, and the energy could just not get through, which was not the case like in the early stages, very early stages when I met my twin flame, right? I was full of this life energy. And then later on, I had to find that, find that flow, to recreate that flow, and yeah, to be plugged in, so to speak, right? And that's you are pinching yourself off. The divine is always there for you. It never turns its back on you. It's you who's turning away from the light. It's you who's afraid of the light. And it's not only fear, you know, it's not as simple as that. It just, we are blocking light for various reasons, as we will see, maybe with the examples that I give to you. Yeah, there's a lot to say about those things, and hopefully I cover some of it, but it's endless, right? Now, how is this showing up in your experience, those blocks, right? Now we have here, I can create my world as I choose. That's exactly what you can't. You cannot create your world as you choose, because you have linked various other things to relaxation. So For example, you know that now. You know, oh, I have to relax. Well, I do that, right? Go towards a good feeling, and that's I want to share that with you. What I linked here, because that's really interesting. Let me get my notes for a second. For example, when I was like going more towards like relaxation, what showed up was that uh, I had like linked the feeling that was always coming with relaxation was a kind of restlessness, and this was due to a link that I had made when I was only 2 years old between love of life and unworthiness, love of life and self-destruction, right? So when I that's the kind of self-sabotage, right, that we feel then. When I want to create relaxation, right, because I know that this is it. I want to go there. I want to create my union. I want to create a beautiful life, a happy and healthy home, loving and healthy relationships, and whatever. And I know the way to get there is to, I've asked for that, so now I open up to receive. And in order to receive, I relax because I chose to, right? Then what comes along is the self-destruction. So what will happen usually is that some event on the outside will kick in, and then destroy this endeavor, right? So we have to disentangle that link that we made on various levels. One is our brain, right? The way our brain works, things that fire together, feelings that fire together, wire together, and exactly that has happened to me at age 2, and not only age 2. Basically, it happens all the time. But the things that we learned like that, we have to unlearn them, right? And I can help you with that. If you want to learn about my services, please send me an email. I will send them to you. And if you want to start working right away on your union, you can also choose to click on the link. I've created a free webinar for you that I recommend to use daily, right, to clear the energy between you and your twin flame. That's very useful. That's like cleaning dust every day, right? Just the things to keep the air fresh. Yeah, and so you see that how it goes. It's just something comes along with relaxation that has really nothing to do with relaxation whatsoever, right? So yeah, and then there are of course other people showing up in your life. And in this case here, they have destructive impulses, right? That's exactly what I meant. I relax, everything's going great. I move in the right direction, and all of a sudden someone shows up and is acting in a way that is totally destructive to my life, to my relaxation, and puts me back in this tension, and in my case, restlessness that I was feeling, right? Then all of a sudden I'm restless and not relaxed, and I am not able to receive, right? Because, yeah, as I explained. Yeah, and what else? This is also about other people, even if there is God, right? Of course, this is yeah, I cannot go into everything in one video. It's not possible. Just follow through with my videos if this resonates, and then you will get more and more information. It's like a puzzle, right? And if you have questions, feel free to reach out. Send in your questions via email, and I will see that I cover those things in one of the next videos. Yeah, so those are like people who are abusing their power. It's about power abuse, despotism and cruelty, right? And that's very often interfering with our receiving abilities. And there might be, you know, cruelty is happening on various levels. It can, of course, like happen in a family. Maybe you grew up with a narcissist, then you experienced cruelty for sure. You might have witnessed cruelty between your parents, or you might have experienced cruelty yourself. Maybe you've been bullied. But it's also showing up in various other areas, for example, in hospitals, right? When I was a kid, then when children, also babies, had to stay in hospitals, the parents were sent home. Children were all on their own in the hospital. They were all alone. So that's kind of abandonment that's happening here. It's causing big trauma, right? So cruelty can happen in various areas, and if you experience cruelty in your life to some extent, then for sure this is rooted somewhere. And again, right? You've linked something. Maybe I find an experience here for in this relaxing. Yeah. So I have. I felt really panic when I was in the womb. There was a big fight going on between my parents. I know this issue showed up several times in my healing work, my personal healing work. And this revolves all about those age 4 months in the womb, right? And I experienced this atmosphere of intense violence and even insanity. So when we are a baby or in the womb, there are not many, there's not a variety of things where what we link those things to. It is always to do with love, right? So it's either love of life, or it's love, or it's peace. It's those basic things. It's only a handful of things really that are in our field. We are very basic. We are unconditional love, basically, when we are so tiny, right? We are made of unconditional love, and that's what we vibrate. So yeah, and then I linked this violence to love of life. So everything, every time I would like enjoy my life, I would like love life, everything would go my way, I would just enjoy it. Something has to come that is like interrupting it and showing me this violence, right? And basically the violence shows up in this case for me, for you it could be different, right? But for me, it shows up as a feeling of panic. So something would happen in my life where I would feel panic, right? So imagine so you never get to experience this flow of life completely and this love of life. And what's wrong with me, right? You put it on yourself. I'm a failure. I'm worthless. It's true, right? No, it's not. You're not. You just have linked those things. You've learned those things. Now you have to unlearn them. And I can help you with this. Okay? So if you have something, if you know you have something, issue with that, be sure that I can pinpoint those things and clear them quickly and easily, right? Yeah, so I know that this was helpful. I hope this video finds you. And if you liked what I was talking about today, if this was resonating, please like the video, comment the video, because this helps with the algorithm, and then other people will find the information more easily. There's so much out there about twin flames, and I really think that I have something to offer that is truly helpful. So if you agree, then please like and comment and maybe even share. I know this is not always easy with twin flame stuff. It's only possible when you know other twin flames, maybe, right? So yeah, but yeah, that's all that I want to say for today. As always, take care. I wish you a really beautiful day and stay tuned for the next video. Bye for now. Bye everyone. Bye.